Joining us on this Illinois primary election night. We continue closely monitoring the impact of COVID-19 in our area, but first, we want to take a look at the latest election results. Many people are watching the race for Democratic nomination for president. The two contenders are Senator Bernie Sanders and former Vice President Joe Biden. With 5% reporting, national outlets have called Illinois for Biden. Several other candidates were on the ballot in Illinois when the ballots were finalized. However, nationally, Biden and Sanders remain. A U.S. Senator representing Illinois hopes to keep his seat. 5 Republicans are vying to face incumbent Dick Durbin in the general election in November. Here's a look at where those Republicans stand with 24% reporting. Mark Curran Jr. is leading with 45%. Tom Tarter and Casey Schlebeck are at the bottom 2 contenders. Peggy Hubbard is in second place at 21%, followed by Robert Marshall. The 15th Congressional District in Illinois will see a new representative this year. Republican John Shimkus is not seeking re-election. 4 Republicans are looking to take his seat. Mary Miller appears to be on top. Meanwhile, for the Democrats, ERIKA Weaver is leading at this point. Now, we turn to the race for Illinois State Senator in the 55th District. Darren Bailey and Jeffrey Fleming are vying to take the seat. Republican Dale Ryder is currently holding the seat. Bailey is well ahead with 10% reporting. He's been the 55th District Senator since 2003. There was no one running to be the Democratic nomination. Meanwhile, Marshall, Illinois had a referendum to vote on this election. Residents could decide if they want recreational marijuana sold within city limits. News 10's Sarah Lehman went out to talk with people who were voting. She has more on the referendum.
Yeah, Rondrell, as we all know, since January 1st, recreational marijuana has been legal in the state of Illinois, but this referendum was all about whether or not people living in Marshall wanted it to be sold within city limits. So here's the results. Only 5 precincts are voting on this referendum. All 5 have their votes counted. With 985 people voting, 49% or 487 people voted for the referendum. Meanwhile, 50% or 498 people voted against it, meaning that referendum did not pass in Marshall today. Now, when I was out at the polls earlier today, many people I talked to said they did want this to go through. Some said it would bring more money to the city. Others said since it's already legal in the state, they didn't see a problem.
I think it's a good idea. I think it'll bring a lot of revenue in for a small town, and then that money can be put towards things that we need. So I think it's a good idea.
Some people don't want it. I've seen pros and cons, and I don't know which is best, but it's legalized now, so I don't see any reason that they shouldn't have it.
Now, obviously a very tight race there today, but we should point out poll workers said they saw a very slow day today. Not many voters showing up. Only 39% of registered voters actually came out to vote today in Marshall on this referendum. Now, I did reach out to the mayor of Marshall to see how he thought that this would impact the city, and he has not gotten back to me as of yet. For now, reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Sarah Lehman, News 10. Back to you.
Meanwhile, people in Oblong, Illinois also voted on a marijuana referendum. With all precincts reporting, 58% voted to prohibit cannabis businesses in town.